कौन होता है लाइव मैसेज आया देख तो मोर आवाज भी ठीक आछी देख तो कौन आवाज चेक कर टीवी साउंड आछे कवरटी दे दे आछे पूरा पूरा साउंड लगे सुन किंतु आछे देख स्क्रीन दे तो स्क्रीन मोबाइल मोहन ना कहीं से लगा चुके हेलो एसकेडी ई फुटबॉल काली स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करू करू यार लोग आज कहीं ना है कि सब खिलाते पर
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlap.
And Owen! Fantastic from Michael Owen!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's had a shot! Park Ji-sung. Messi. Oh, this looks sharp. Raul. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! They've done it! Oh, terrible mistake. And it's in! Against the crossbar. And he's opted for the long pass. Opts for safety.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage.
It's full on!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Raul, and he's managed to get free. Gerrard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He is through here. Owen. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that is a little undercooked. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Looking for options. Shot a goal! And again! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obvious.
Park Ji-sung! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Park Ji-sung has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Messi. Great ball, and he's in. He's going for goal. Oh, he's really drilled it. Cruyff. Short changes him with that pass. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Park Ji-sung, and it's played forward. Raul, well read, and the danger is averted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been cut out, well played. Cafu.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Gerrard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. So we've reached the hour mark. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Always onto this. He has found the way through. That's going to go a long way. What a throw in. And it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Raul. He's found a way through. That is a crunching tackle. And that has been clubbed away. Park Ji-sung. Passes short and sharp. Pull it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He came in hard, very hard. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And they're back on the ball again. Chance for a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitution on the field, number 7.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Owen. Coming on the field, number 22, Stojkovic. Number 99.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Filippo.
Inzaghi! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Pull it. Messi.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now there's a fine ball. Chance! Oh, yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way.
Oh, whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Messi. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that will be the final act. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
Just a quick announcement.
Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Hello guys, everybody watching. Please like and subscribe. Is there anybody wants to talk something?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Raul plays it in. Rijkaard gets it away. That's good running with the ball. Hazard. Messi. Lofted upfield. And he was quick to react. De Jong. Now it's Raul. Now it's Mbappe. It's Park Ji-sung. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Rijkaard is the team's great visionary.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Park Ji-sung. Serginho. Crunching tackle. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Short changes him with that pass. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And here's Hazard. And he's straight offside. Messi. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Raul.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And Marquinhos. Serginho. And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Just a quick announcement.
How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. Cannavaro. Triol. Rijkaard has a look and plays it forward. Marquinhos, and he's picked out the run. And he's taking no chances there. Raul. And it's Serginho. And reclaimed it in a trice. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Knocks it into space. And the finish! And yes, it's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Almost running for.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Mbappe.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Messi. That has been cut short. Now he's got space here. He's in plenty of space here. Doué. Cleared away. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Raul. And here's Raul. Park Ji-sung. He is through here. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without hesitation.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Oh,
There will
important
be 1 minute
interception.
added time.
And that has been clubbed away. Back into the middle. Saliba gets it away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Portugal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.
Hi, bro.
Raul picking up the
And
Man
now,
of the Match
please
award,
turn
and
towards
no
the screen
surprise
for
there.
a special presentation featuring our
Any
guest-
reflections?
My stream bot is not working. Stream bot. Wow. He is center attacker. I am center. Yes, sir.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel like that.
welcome to today's
The stadium
match.
is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now it's Raul. And here's Mbappe. The ball goes... Oh, what a climb! Goal! Portugal! There is the breakthrough! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, terrible mistake.
Oh, great feat, that.
Portugal are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And he's in on goal! And it's De Jong. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Raul. Bellingham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Botafogo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Raul. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Brilliantly cut out. And he's heaved it away. Park Ji-sung. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No way through there. Challenged just a bit on the firm side.
There will be 1 minute added time.
De Jong. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Portugal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And no, he's seen through all of that. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He has a look up.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Botafogo appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling.
Oh, can he finish? It's in! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And a chance! Yes! And they are cruising away.
As everybody like and so.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a
Again,
fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
I don't know how to speak.
3-0, and oh, he's been caught on it here. Rijkaard. That's a sharp pass. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Portugal have scored 2 quick goals here. Raul, nicely intercepted. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Shevchenko, and it's Kaka. Ball driven towards the far post. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Raul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. 75 minutes played. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And it's Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Mbappe! They've scored! And they are right back within touch! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now it's Raul. Park Ji-sung. De Jong. Raul. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's made its way to him. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Raul. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the number on the board is 3. Tries to pass it through, and that could set him on his way. Khan claims comfortably. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Raul picking. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
There's a player below, Peter, that I admire on a professional and personal level, the one and only Raul.
He's just out on his own for consistency.
Indeed, and a terrific leader.
It's Inzaghi! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Rijkaard. And this is Inzaghi. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Inzaghi does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's clever. Eto'o gets flagged offside. Neymar. That's beautifully weighted. Decent chance! Oh, what has happened here? And he gets rid in a hurry.
How can you defend?
De Jong. Raul. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Goal! Portugal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Portugal have taken the lead.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, this is a great position.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned. And it's Guardiola. Back into the middle, and the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. Played into space out wide. Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi with a definite foul there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Eto'o! Oh, taken with style! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Liverpool grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Chiellini tries to pass it through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi, and he's there to make the challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Inzaghi. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Messi. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal
I'd like
each.
to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday.
And so we're off again. Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out. It's Inzaghi! It's hit the upright. Chiellini. Nicely weighted ball.
Might want to be careful there.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And it's De Jong. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Messi taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, it looks like they'll be aiming this one for the far post, Peter.
That's a half-decent try. Bergkamp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's surging through. Bergkamp! That is decidedly lacking.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Van de Ven. Park Ji-sung is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Aims beyond the defence. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Chiellini with the clearance. And here's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bergkamp. And this is Bergkamp. Oh, he's got Saul. Harmlessly behind. And that is a little undercooked. Into the last quarter of an hour. Eto'o. He came in hard, very hard.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chance! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Mbappe looking to play it into the box.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Messi. De Jong.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rijkaard with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Neymar.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Time added on, 4 minutes. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's a promising position. He's had a shot! Guardiola gets it clear. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.
You mean jersey?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Mark.
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Always onto this. Pass is just off target. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Substitution for Portugal, number 17.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. We have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Donatoni. Messi wins the duel this time. Mbappe. Now Van de Ven. And this is Raul. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? It's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shot could be, and the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
Portugal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Rijkaard. Messi running with the ball. And here's Raul.
Oh, really well played.
Nice control. Now, who's going to be first to this? It's Park Ji-suk. And Park Ji-suk! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And that has been clubbed away. And here's Mbappe. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. Oh, cracking ball. Donatoni. Donatoni goes on a run down the left wing. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Raul. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Portugal have rung the changes already.
Inshallah.
Further altering, and it's
Shoo.
Boca Juniors!
It's gone.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Number 20.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Roll! It's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Oh no, this does not... He's had a shot!
Oh.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Lewandowski really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Kimmich goes short. And a chance! And he's following up! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How would you review the first half?
Portugal can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's had it taken off him. Can he get on the end of this? He's going to be disappointed with that. Vitinha. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's found a way through. Now it's Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Just about up to the hour now. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Gives it back. And it's Messi. And that was very necessary. And here's Raul.
Using 5 defense.
Upamecano. Rijkaard. Van der Ven gets across to intercept that. That's been cut out, well played. Donatoni. Great run on the overlap here. That's the keeper's ball. Messi.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Park Ji-sung. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Raul shifted it to the flank. Tries to play it through. He's shifting through. Mbappe! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there.
Substitution.
And he's going to have his name taken. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Oh, good-looking ball.
Boca Juniors really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Boca Juniors really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Shifted upfield. Not the most accurate pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the referee brings it to a close. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, listen, bro, you can see in my game. Yeah, that was one player is missing in there. You know. Actually, there's a right card and DMA is missing in there. See? 3-3-1-3 formation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Lazio have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible. than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
It could be in here.
Raul really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That's good running with the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then. It's Raul! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's De Jong. And he's there to retrieve it. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gerrard. Good take, and is he in? Shot a goal! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Lazio have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Looking for the run. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, they could be caught out here. Mbappe! No mistake. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter, just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw.
Oh, smashing header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Half-time getting close now. He's on it, can he get away? Thuram goes sliding in. Raul couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Now it's Raul. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And we are back on the way. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Eto'o. Decent chance! He's trying to hit the front line here. Raul engages and forces him off the ball. And it's McAllister. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Picked out brilliantly. Eto'o has created one goal already. Lazio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've...
Tries a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Roll! No, not the best of headers. Portugal have their second corner now.
Substitutions taking place.
Big header! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And it's been taken short. Turns and goes back. And the shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. So their fourth corner of the game. Chance! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Doué. Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Oh no, what has happened here? That's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! He has done it! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Portugal, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. Dealing with the pressure. Goal! Portugal! Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Portugal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, it's the type of call that can't be given if there's even the slightest doubt. It had to be spot on.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Oh, he's been caught napping. That'll be a throw. That's good play. Vinicius Junior. And there goes the final whistle. Portugal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure.
Please join me in
Mbappe
wishing
picking
all
up
the
the
best
man
to
of the
their
match
Vestergaard
award,
fans
and
and
no
celebrating
surprise
their
there.
wedding anniversary today.
Portugal Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
Saliba, Rijkaard, Vardiol. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is Inzaghi. It's a sharp pass. Raul. Now it's Aubameyang. Now it's Messi. No, he refuses to take the bait. De Jong. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Raul. And here's Messi. Messi purring through the gears. Rijkaard gets it clear. And it's Messi. Now it's Hazard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Has a look and plays it forward. Bojan. Now it's Aubameyang.
Such good technique.
He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Messi pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Spread it left. Now it's Hazard.
That was lovely, that.
And he's managed to get free. And it's Bojan. Messi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Wow,
Tries to pass it through.
smart assistant.
Rijkaard. He's a sharp little ball here. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And here's Raul. Might be danger here. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And the shots, and the shots! And he's there to belt it away. And there is the half-time whistle. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Portugal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He has found the way through. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Raul. Park Ji-sung.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And this is Raul. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Adams. And it's Rijkaard. And this is Raul. And that is expertly dealt with. He can get that clear. For Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Nicely weighted, but chance! He scores! And late in the day, a telling moment.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist? Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Let's go.
Substitution on the field. Number 17, Filippo Inzaghi.
We have got
Number
changes here
27,
from both sides, in
Bayern.
fact.
Number
Portugal
9,
have fired
Messi.
themselves in front.
Coming on the
Well, when the
field,
going gets tough,
number
etc.,
7, Mbappe.
they can still turn this round, I
Number
think.
15, Bukayo Saka. Number 24,
Keep calm and
De Bruyne.
carry on. That's the job in a
Substitution
nutshell
progress.
now.
There's no time
Played
to
back
pass.
in. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Look at this. Mbappe! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So close to drawing level.
Well, it's certainly
Listen,
encouraging,
that's
Peter.
great.
At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
And we have our very
Sorry for
first
the
corner.
mic.
De Bruyne goes short.
Listen.
Oh, well played.
Mm,
And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for a runner. Howson can get it clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect?
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
It's just a silly one to give away at this stage of the game.
Gameplay is now is good.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position.
In the beginning,
We
there is a
could
lag.
be looking at a game-changing
De
moment.
Bruyne!
There's a lag.
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
There will be 3 minutes
Vardiol.
added time.
That's a good run down the left. That is a brilliant interception. Swept in. Park Ji-sung. That's that, the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory.
gameplay is good,
Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have
If
got
you
over the
practice, you
line.
can
Quite a
understand.
ride.
Please be
Rijkaard
reminded
claiming the
that
man of the
drinking
match
is only
award,
allowed in the
and
areas
there
shown
is
on this
very
map.
little
Thank
room
you.
for...
Konami improve the tacklings. It's fine. Not that bad. But one thing is bad. Smart assist. I don't know when they can remove it. When they gonna remove it. Fuck. run to mark.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as...
Park Ji-sung! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So, a breakthrough already. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. Look at the... Real chance! And it's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
De Jong gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
It's a good 35 yards out, this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's De Bruyne. Back into the middle. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Raul. He's in a great position here, and he's managed to get free. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Messi has been caught there, it's a foul.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
It's Park Ji-sung. Oh, he's bustling. Park Ji-sung! Off the post. Just cruising. They are cruising. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Raul duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Portugal find a position of real strength now. That's going to go a long way. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
No stop.
And that's a dangerous ball. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Raul, that ball looks a good one. Messi, real chance here. In by up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Jong. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Portugal, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break.
Does anyone wants to play 1v1? Please send your room ID.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Because I'm going to start my stream.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Mbappe, who has set up 2 goals.
There's a lot more place.
Rafinha.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Messi. Hit into the middle.
That's good defensive concentration.
Forward it goes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Portugal are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. Oh, that's neat. And he's onside.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! A whisker away from making it 4.
Mbappe clearly knew where that was falling. He'll be disappointed he didn't put it away. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through, and that's a good ball. Can he finish? And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Van der Ven is there, and he can get that clear. He's gone for goal! No, he's missed it.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Raul on 2 now and looking for 3. And the shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Messi. Looking for the run. Adams gets over and intercepts. Portugal are coasting towards victory. It's a pretty loose pass. Raul. Cannavaro is there to clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. De Jong unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Messi powering forward here. And the number on the board, it's Ibrahimovic! Now, how often do you see that? And he's decided to go for it. And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Raul picking.
Guys, anyone wants to play can say S in the chat.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Oh, can he get onto this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's picked out the run. Van de Ven. Messi. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Van Dijk. Cannavaro. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Howson is the team's great visionary.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Van Basten. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Yamal. Fiore. Throw in. Great vision. Swings it across. Howson is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe. Yamal. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Van de Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ronaldinho. Yamal. Looking for a runner. Good ball over the top. And he cuts out the supply. Adams. And it's De Jong. And we hit half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Portugal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Well read, nice interception. Nicely weighted ball. Yamal receives it in a wide position. And that has been cleared. That's a throw. Played in by Van Basten. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Portugal are looking to go forward now. Park Ji-sung is one whose deliveries we all know about. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Fiore. Raul. And here's Messi. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's lost his man here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yamal picks it up out wide. Played back towards his own goal. And the pass is intercepted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Ronaldinho. Chips it through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Park Ji-sung. And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Adams spots it and
There will be
intercepts.
1 minute added time.
Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
They've played it short. De Jong. Messi. And time is up. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Portugal certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been.
Nice goal. Moment. Far. Bro is gonna cook me now. What is 1000?
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
Everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the
Against
atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And it's made its way to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. McManaman. Best. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Raul. It's Park Ji-sung. And he welcomes it in. He shapes to shoot!
I think that's...
And it's been given away. This looks promising. He has found a way through. And this is McManaman. McManaman! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Beckenbauer is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's McManaman, and he's managed to get free. Look, he's had a shot!
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Van der Ven clears it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. All the way back. Schmeichel punts it upfield. Mbappe. Portugal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Donatoni. It's McManaman. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Out for a throw. McManaman. Now it's Raul. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Very nicely done. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the action is back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players.
Oh, what has happened here? Now there's a fine... Roll! They've scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
This might... And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's got full. Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. A wonderful delivery, And all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
McManaman, Donadoni, and it's Messi. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Raul. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Adams gets a foot in here. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Donadoni. He's picked his way through. Messi. And here's Owen. Goes for a shot! It's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Celtic get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our...
Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now, can they get him away?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
It's a promising position. Looking for options for movement.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Messi. McManaman. No, he is not giving anything away. And he cuts out the supply. Messi. Over to the left. So that's it. It is all over. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose.
Right card.
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Portugal were totally organised, disciplined and professional here throughout. They knew exactly what they were doing and duly assured.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.